Losers final, grand final. This is a good set too, I'm assuming. So, the rest of this will all be Infiltration versus Rashid, as we mentioned. So it's the same matchup we just saw. Top 4 was Infiltration and 3 Rashid players. Probably the 3 strongest Rashid players in the world. There it is. And I feel like Infiltration's on his groove right now, right? He's looking good. He's got some good answers. The fact that he anti-aired that first jump is a good sign about how he's feeling. Wow, the reset. You don't like PBE Dr. Jimmy, Tim? Get him. Oh man, that overhead wasn't fast enough. He didn't even combo off it. It looked like Moke wasn't ready. The strongest 3 Rashids, 4th is Gotchkun. No, I think Gotchkun is the strongest. I think it goes Gotchkun, then Gotchkun and Oil King are pretty close, and then I think Moke is probably right after them. Oh, that sucks. That mix-up is really difficult. Takuchi wasn't at this tournament. He was at DreamHack. You see him sticking out that far medium kick? Yep. Gets the V-skill store at the end. He can still meaty even after that. It's pretty good. Yep, chase down. Good work. He wasn't doing that before, right? Oh, if he got that throw bait, he would have killed him. Or been close. Does Rashid have any bad matchups? That's a good question. I'm not sure what matchups are tough for him. I think he's pretty good against most of the characters I think about. I think he's good against a lot of the other top tier characters. Big jumping, man. There's so much block stun. Cammy maybe? Yeah, I've heard Cammy. Some people say Cammy. Guile? I don't think Guile is bad. I think that's maybe, it's probably even. I used to think Rashid won it. In the last season, I don't know. Or in the last version, maybe, I don't know. I think he's fine against Geef. Yeah, I think Cammy's pretty decent against Rashid. Wow, it actually caught him. That means his fire, yeah, his tornado had more hits on it though. That's actually probably okay for Moke. He eats the fireball here, but because it hits Rashid instead of the tornado keeps all its durability. Which means that right here, when he gets a juggle, the tornado hits multiple times. Yeah, the light projectile is very good. It's Jury's strongest tool for sure. One more hit will kill. Yep, jump back, medium kick. His hit and run is too good. Infiltration has always been excellent at kind of like when he's in his groove. When he is feeling it, he is incredible at knowing where and when you will approach and stuffing it. Fireball or Ki Blast? It's both, man. Ki Blast. That's gonna be great. Starbuck. Not there's no S on there. This setup is actually really good. So after the medium mixer in the corner, he gets neutral jump fierce. And neutral jump fierce is almost as strong as sub Timber, which is why LV589 got that $4.99 sub. It actually costs $2 instead, which is fantastic. Thanks to Twitch and thanks to LV for the sub. That's very kind of you. Or is that Elvis? Is the 5 an S? It's definitely Elvis. So this setup is a safe jump and also is hella meaty. If you back roll, it's even more meaty. So depending on what you do when you get knocked down, it determines how meaty or not this will hit. So he back rolls, which means the jumping fierce hits hella late. It's really good. $2 sub, yes. September, if you sub for the first time on the channel, it is $2. Wow, that was tight. I was wondering what he was gonna do there. That was pretty tight. It's $2 and 49 cents to sub. So I really like this scenario because, as you guys know, Back throw does the most stun. Forward throw would not have stunned here. Back throw does the most stun and builds you the most bar. So I love that he does light punch mixer, eagle spike, and that leaves him in the perfect range to jump back in and put him back in the corner. That's pretty good.
Back into the corner you go, Jury. Oppressive bubbles there from Moke. Right, infiltration caught pushing buttons, eats the tornado. Round 2. Moke. Good response taking round 1 of game number 2. Again, a trip to the
This is such an interesting match. The more I watch this, the more I feel like Infiltration is warming up, right? The longer he plays, the better he seems to be at predicting what's going to happen. Because, like, Infiltration sort of, he's like a defensive player. Wow, he ran through that. He's like a defensive player, but the longer he plays, the more he warms up, the more he's moving, the harder it is to get in on him. And it's getting hard to thank all the brand new subs to the channel, including Penguin93. Thanks for the subscription, homie. That's super kind of you. Yeah, it's like Alex, right? He's all warmed up. That's how it works. Oh, he missed the V skill. Oh, no. Yeah, his Chun, right? Yeah, his Chun in Street Fighter 4, his DiCapri. All the characters that he would run with. No punish? I don't know what her punish is there, to be honest. Yeah, if you sub and you've never subbed before, it's half off right now. So it's pretty good. Am I not sub button? What do you mean? What do you mean am I not sub button? 2 people have subscribed in the last 2 minutes. What's Jury's health? I think she has 950, right? I don't think she has 900, does she? Maybe. I don't know. It's a good question, actually. I think it's 950. My guess would be 950. $950 is okay, yeah, it's not the end of the world. She has a 3-bar V-trigger, which, you know, if you have less life on a 3-bar V-trigger, it's hard. That's minus, yeah, that's why he hit a button after. I like the backdash, that was a good choice. Stun? No, he ended it a little early. I think he purposely stopped doing the hits of the mixer. Right? It feels like he did so that he wouldn't stun. Ah, got him. Yeah, this should be the end. Yo, every time, I always lose it when Yipes and Lee Chung commentate Rashid matches and they call the Crouching Fierce the double halal. And they, yeah, to avoid the damage scaling. And they talk about the halal trucks and all that shit. Dude, when I went to New York, I actually couldn't believe the amount of halal trucks everywhere. All over on the streets and everything. It's crazy. Almost as crazy as hitting me with this brand new subscription. Delano Drive, thanks very much for the sub. That's super nice of you. Super kind of all the new subs. You guys are killing it out here. You guys are killing it. You guys are very, very nice. Halal is crazy. It's everywhere you go. Heavy on the meat. Yeah, I went to halal guys when I was in New York. I went to the I like the carts more than I like halal guys, but you know. He could have, but he wouldn't have killed if he did leg kick Eagle Spike. Damn, the comments back to back. One says halal is OP and the other one says halal is meh. Back to back. You guys see this? Halal is OP. Halal is meh. This is tough. How am I supposed to know what's the truth? I don't know. The truth is that there's so many new subs to the channel. Thanks very much, Jet Jaguar, for the sub. Man, all you guys. That's a Twitch Prime though. It's not even a September. It's a Twitch Prime. How close is he to? Oh, that jump's strong. I really have to test if this moves her forward or not. This is something that'll be interesting to test, right? If this pulls her forward more than her normal jump or not. I'm not sure if that is the case. I am sure that Shadow Boy hit me with the sub right on time. Thanks very much for the subscription. 963. -2 here. And he waited. He was expecting an uppercut. And I was expecting to have a normal day on Twitch, but all the brand new subs to the channel is too wild. Thanks, dude, Brew. Man, are you an Eris viewer? Is that what Brew is about? Whoa. That was weird. That was a good block. Back throw. And then it pulls him back in. Wow, that was super weird looking. Damn, all you guys subbing to the channel, you guys are crazy. Thanks for the subs. You guys are super nice. You could have subbed to anybody, but you chose me. That's super kind. Damn, the buffer. That button is real good when she's in V-Trigger. Honestly, her normals are okay. They're just not really cancelable, so she doesn't really have, like, a lot of good stuff. Uh-oh. Overhead. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Damn, that was a tight uppercut. Damn. That was good. He had done an uppercut or overhead there a few times. Look at the...
I saw that coming.
The way he reached for the cup is like, God damn. He's done this overhead so many times. We talked about why overhead is a really good choice here, right? Overhead is a really good choice because overhead, any attack that moves you forward with Rashid, right? We talked about this all day. Any attack that moves you forward gets enhanced by the tornado, right? Any attack that moves you forward will be powered up. It gets powered up automatically, right? So overhead will go from like here and still hit here. It's really good. So that's why overhead is so predictable in that scenario. But damn, that was a good choice. Look at his face. How long he stared at the screen was too funny. He was like, are you... Yeah, the light kick fireball was great because there's two scenarios. The light kick fireball either hits the tornado and takes a hit off of it, or it hits Moke and stops him in his tracks. It's great. Either way, it's totally a fine scenario. Damn, there's a match happening in the background here that's Nash versus Jury. It's like powering him up. It's right by his head.
I mean, for the past few matches of the tournament, they were actually letting them pass through the tornado.
Yeah, Infiltration's playing great, honestly. I'm really impressed with how he's handling this matchup. He's getting a better grasp on how to store his fireball, and then... oh, no answer there. And then he's fighting behind it way better. Like, he's honestly playing this matchup great. It feels like he becomes super comfortable in the second half of this set. Damn, side switch? That was cool. Uppercut? Yeah, he's -2. Yeah, Infiltration's playing great. He panicked. Yeah, Moke's panicking, for sure. He can't get in. This is what Infiltration used to play like all the time, right? Everybody struggled to get in on him. Yeah, because he's so unpredictable. This is medium kick scythe right here. This is medium kick scythe, right? You really just want to get in. He backdashes. You feel like it's your turn to run in. Boom. Medium kick scythe, right? This is the same thing he used to do with Nash. Same idea and everything. It's the same idea. It's the exact same kind of thing. You really want to get in. Can you explain how to use Jury's Fireball? So here's the thing about Jury's Fireball. It's actually a really strong move. The problem is you have to store it. So she has to get that store. You see this on the bottom right here? This is what stores she has left, right? There's 3 of them. So when you store the fireball and you have access to it, it's so strong because after you shoot the fireball, it has travel time. So the fireball takes a while to move across the floor towards your opponent. When you're point blank and you shoot the fireball, you're -2, right? You give up your turn. But when there's time, when it moves and it has to travel, you can actually be advantaged. You see that? So this is what makes her so, like, her light kick fireball so good because it recovers super fast. So once you have it, if he shoots this and Moke happened to jump, like, right, he jumped in on him, he would have been able to uppercut. But because he doesn't, the travel time means that Infiltration can move in and still fight. It's why it's an offensive tool, it's a defensive tool, it builds you space. When you use it to build space, you can get more charges. It just works really well with her kick. Right? Yeah, see, that's what I just talked about. If you happen to jump, these uppercuts are wild, by the way. If you happen to jump, then he uppercuts. The recovery is great, and then he gets another store. And then, right, and then that means that he shoots another fireball, right? He shoots the fireball. Then you get hit by the fireball, he gets pressure. It's like, it all just kind of leads into itself, right? Yeah, if she didn't need to charge, she'd be hella cheap. Or if her other moves were like her fireballs from other games. See how the recovery on the fireball is so fast that he shoots the fireball and he is already in the air. He shoots the fireball when Moke is already above him, and he's still able to block. And then you shoot this fireball here. You see that? It stopped the mixer in. He gets to store another fireball, still block the tornado. Super good. Yeah, Fireball is good for everything. Wow, that traded with Heavy Punch Mixer.
Jump back roundhouse.
If she had the mid and high Fireball, she'd be super strong. Look at this, man. Infiltration. We talked about this a lot today, right? The close medium kick, buffer as an interrupt into the CA. This is super good. This is probably the most important thing you need to learn to do as Jury. Because if your opponent is so far away, like right here, if he doesn't hit a button, he wouldn't have got counter hit by this. So he wouldn't have been able to cancel. It would have been the far medium kick. Super good. That was super clean. This is a really great set from Infiltration. He's playing great, honestly. He's playing super great in this set.